I need to start by thanking God, because that's the main thing that's held me together. So I'm just praying that God is with me during my speech, because I know everyone's speeches turn from 1 minute to a very long-winded 20 minutes. Thank you everyone for coming. Thank you everyone. I feel so dumb right now because I should be speaking in Tongan, but I don't want to speak twice to the Tongan and to the Lulis. So I'm just going to laugh out loud because we've all been in America for a long time. We know English. A while ago when we were supposed to write the program, we didn't know what we were writing until they showed it. I tried to. I didn't want this. When this happened, I told my mom, just let me and my brothers and sisters say bye to my son. I understand the Tongan way, but I hate being the hell out of everyone. I'm taking everyone's time. I told my mom and dad that Ezekiel was never a burden to anyone. Ezekiel wasn't trouble to anyone, so I didn't want anyone troubled over him. And with Tongans, they never listened. It still happened, somehow. But, just like I said earlier, nothing would be what it is without my parents right now. I kept telling my mom and dad, my son's half Ekasi, he's half Cass. We can do a half Tongan funeral. We don't have to do all the Tongan stuff. And that's what I feel like today is. We didn't have Tongan. One of the things that hurt me is Tapuaki Elder. Just thinking of my mom and dad and all of their lectures. But everyone knows I'm so lalaka. I've always been lalaka to my parents. I'm the black sheep out of my brothers and sisters. While my brothers and sisters stayed home and listened to my parents, I didn't. And I stand up here and tell myself, it's because I was that child that I'm going through this. I put my parents through so much heartache. When all my family gets together and all my sisters and brothers get together, we don't run out of stories of what Gala did. So I have to thank my parents, Mom, Daddy. My dad's just been low everywhere all week. And it's hard because that's just how my dad is. I don't even know where to start. But I know one thing that's been really hard this past week is everyone asking what happened. Facebook messages, call it what happened. told my family color what happened. And that's probably been the hardest question as a mom, because I don't know what happened. All week, my mom's family's all been at my mom's house. I had to go stay with my mom and dad because I couldn't stay at home. When I stayed in my house, I just tried to listen for my son's cry and it wasn't there. He was only 2 months. He woke up every 2 to 3 hours. That morning I woke up and I go over to him to feed him and he was cold. It's so weird now because now every day I keep all lying to my kids. My other 3 left. Scared of feeling that cold again. I'll never forget that cold. I just started screaming. We called 911. They took him and we were going crazy. And the craziest thing out of all of this is, every time I did something bad or I did something wrong or anything happened, I always called my dad. My dad can get mad at us and yell at us, but we can still take it. So I always call my dad. But this morning was so different. After the ambulance took him, the only thing that was in my head was, Mom, Mom. I never called my mom in my life. Mom, I'm so sorry. I should have. I keep telling myself, this is my first child my mom begged for. Like she said, she would tell the other kids, go to your house. Think about Ezekiel. That morning, that was all I could do was call my mom. It's hard because my mom's been working every single day since this happened. When I called her, she just got off of work. After we left the hospital, she went to work. And every single day she went to work. This week, I told myself my mom's stronger than me because I couldn't go to work. I didn't want to see people. I didn't want to do anything. That's why I thank God for blessing me with my parents. Because they're the ones who have to fool all of the stuff that I do. It's so crazy because I told myself I knew what I was going to say up here. Then I got up here and just blanked out. Seeing all of your guys' faces, I just go, there's a lot of people here I haven't seen in so long. But 5-10 years ago, we were always together. After having kids, we just kind of floated apart. I just want to tell all of you guys I love you guys and thank you. The one thing I have to say right now, I need to talk about Ezekiel really quick. I named him Ezekiel Tapuaki Elder. Elder just happened to be Duran's last name. That was never a plan. Out of all my kids, this was my first child that when he was born, I didn't know his name. The first day, I just kept saying, baby, baby, you're so handsome. first day I told myself, God got me through this pregnancy. Let me find a name that means something that's related to God. So I looked and looked at different names. John didn't sound good. Mark didn't sound good. For some reason, Ezekiel stood out. Ezekiel means strength of God. God's strength. I had to give him that name because through my pregnancy, I got sick and I told myself without God, I couldn't get through it. So when he was born and the first day I didn't know his name, couldn't figure it out, Ezekiel just stood out. I chose the middle name just because I told myself it was a blessing, and it was a blessing. There was something about this one. Jerome used to, when his family met Ezekiel, he would tell them, no, Tapuaki means our last black blessing. And I kept telling them, no, it doesn't, it just means blessing. And he said, no, it's last black blessing, that's my last black blessing. And the crazy thing is, we always talked and made fun of his name. And now I feel like what has me at ease is he was God's child from the beginning. There's a lot of things unraveling and puzzle pieces coming together right now. Like Duran said, he went from we threw out all day to my mom in our living room randomly at 7 o'clock in the morning over the past 7 years. My mom never came to our house. My parents were never happy with what I was doing. But for some reason, she just came to see baby. I'm at ease right now because I know my son doesn't have to answer to anything. At heaven's gates, he's already in there. He's already in the clear. The only pain I hold right now is I need to find a way to get there. If anyone knows the Bible, the book of Ezekiel carries a lot of sin. I have an auntie that picked me up and explained to me a lot of meaning behind it, and it was crazy because it all matched up. Me and my little sister were trying to figure out a Bible verse that I could share and not speak forever today, but we didn't find one because my little sister said, let's find something from Ezekiel, the book of Ezekiel. We combed and she kept looking and she just kept saying, Colin, this is all bad stuff. Then I came to understand Ezekiel was sent by God to destroy the sin occurring in our lives. And that's exactly what I feel my son has done. God sent my son to destroy all the sinful things in my life. Starting with love out to my parents. It's a commandment, honor thy mother and father. I was the worst to my parents and they're still there. I truly believe right now, God sent my son to open our eyes, especially for me and my little family. God sent Ezekiel to destroy the sin and recreate start new beginnings, and that's exactly how I feel right now. Is to start new beginnings, make it right. I thought I was gonna come to the funeral and fall apart and look like crazy. If I do, whatever, I don't feel like I look crazy. I really feel okay, and I feel really, there's some kind of ease and happiness in me that God sent my baby down to us, because God knows how blind we've been. And the reason I truly believe God sent him, I just took him right back, is there's little things that are unraveling that are just starting to make sense. There's things that have been happening since Ezekiel was born that I didn't think of until he died. God also gave me, somehow, some way in the past 2.5 months of his life, God left me with exactly what I needed. I kept thinking and telling all my sisters at home, this is my first child. I recorded the entire delivery. This is my first child. I recorded everything. You guys just saw a portion of it. I know it was a long video, but I was like, how am I going to get all this in? And God knows that when it comes to videos and pictures, my heart is at ease. When I hurt, I usually look at pictures of my family and I'm okay. So I thank God that I even had a cell phone that could record all of this. Because I don't feel I'm not living in fear. I'm really happy. I was really hurt. I was crying a lot. But to have my family around me, it strengthened me. And there's family from every direction. Every direction. My mom's side, my dad's side. I love all of you. I'm okay with my son gone. I thought I wouldn't be okay. But kind of like my Auntie Vay said earlier, I didn't even think about it till she just said it. She was like, you know, Elder, that's a church name too. I didn't even think about that part. All week I just kept thinking, Ezekiel Tapuaki, God's strength and blessing. Then Vay came up here and mentioned Elder. I'm not Mormon, so I didn't think about it. But thank you, Vay. You just reminded me his entire name was exactly what it was. I don't know if you guys can see this picture, but when my son died, this is the picture my mom sent me. She sent it to me by text message and said, got a dog, Nawe, just be strong. I'll see you in the morning. Then I saw my brothers and sisters sharing this picture on Facebook. And next thing I knew, everyone thought this was when after he passed away. But it wasn't. This was at my little brother's last NAU game. And it's crazy because now I look at the picture, I was like, he was an angel from the beginning. Sent here to do his job, and now he's back and he's fine. And I just have to find my way back to him. So, Ezekiel Tapuaki Elder, I know he's watching over our family. I love all of you guys. Thank you for coming. Sorry for the long-winded message, long-winded, not immoral service. I felt like today showed exactly how my family is, and Ezekiel's my king.
each and every one of you. Just pray for us. I know it's a sad situation, but God has bigger plans. Thank you. Amen.
Malo.